Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's bright and early, daily discipline, mind, body, and soul. This is how we get through. If you want coaching or mentoring, go check out my website at skyazrael.com. You can also go to my Facebook or Instagram and send me a friend's request, and we can start chatting there. Let's just philosophize a little bit. Let's talk about how to be a little harder. This is pretty basic stuff. Some of you got this stuff down, but there's a lot of men out there that don't. So for those of you that understand this and are doing this, let's help out the guys that don't understand it and that are not doing this. We need more people on our team. We need more strong people on our team. Life is getting weird. This country is getting weird. We are in uncharted ground right now. We don't know what's going to happen. We need some strong men. So we probably should do a separate video that's opposite to this at some point and talk about how to bring some of you guys that are way too tough, because some guys are doing this shit way too hard. You're walking around like Debo and you're acting like idiots. You need to learn how to be a little softer. And some of this may be a yin and yang, a masculine and a feminine. In order to be a whole person, you can't just be overly masculine. You need to learn to have your feminine side, what proper ratio that is in men. You know, it's not 50-50. And how does a man express his feminine side, his softer side, without being a bitch, or a weirdo. But that's a separate video. This video, we want to just talk about some basic ideas of how to be hard, how to get harder. It sounds creepy. Keep your minds out of the gutter. One way is to work on your physical fitness. That includes your nutrition. So try to work a little bit harder on your nutrition. You don't have to become some health food nut, but at least try not to be a junk food junkie. Try to understand a little bit about nutrition, so when you read the back of the package, if you're not reading the nutritional facts on the back of the package when you go to the grocery store, you need to start. If you're eating out every meal, like a lot of lazy guys do, you need to start making food so you can control your nutrition. The reason why you're going to do this is because you're going to get in good shape and you want to lose some of that fat, turn some of that fat into muscle, build some muscle on top of that skinny frame, whatever your physique is. Your nutrition is going to be the way you get there. You want to get yourself in the gym and you want to do a combination of cardio and strength training. You can work out for hypertrophy and build muscle. I don't think it's necessary to go over the top with this and to become some gym addicted workout boy, pounding supplements all the time, posing in the mirror, having veins all over you, looking like the back of someone's nutsack. I don't think that route is important. Some of you want to do that. I had a guy in a coaching session tell me he wants to do that. He wants to be super jacked. Well, fine then. Go take a bunch of steroids and end up like the rest of them. Go look at what Ronnie Coleman, Dorian Yates, or any of these guys look like now. It's up to you. Life is about choice. But I don't suggest that. I don't think that's necessary, at least in the context of what we're talking about now, of how to be a little harder, how to be a little tougher. Just be a little better shape than the next guy so you won't get chosen as a target. That's really the name of the game. Look like you're going to be hard to beat. So when the dangerous people are looking for what we used to call a mark for a victim, you don't look like an easy target. Look like a hard target. Where they're like, not that guy. Let's pick someone easier. That guy will fuck us up. Not that guy, dude. Let's pick someone else. And trust me, that happens. I've done that. I was going to rob David Lee Roth in the bathroom of Crazy Girl Strip Club. This was back in the 90s, early 90s. I was living in Hollywood. I was at the strip club. I used to live right across the street and used to go there to play pool all the time. And I was a terrible, awful, scandalous person. And I saw David Lee Roth, drunk as fuck, dishing out money to all these strippers. And then just by luck, I caught him in the bathroom, just me and him in the bathroom. And I said, okay, that's it for you, boy. I'm going to take all that money. All that money is mine. That's my rent money. That's going to be my drug money. I'm going to take all that cash you got. And as I was walking over, in the process of walking up to David Lee Roth to go and assault him so I could rob him in the bathroom at the strip club, as I was walking over there, it's only a couple steps from the urinal to the sink where he was, it dawned on me. I had a very quick flash of memory. Thank God for memory. Save your life. And I remembered an article that I read about David Lee Roth being a black belt in more than one style of karate, and that he was rather athletic, and that he was actually a total badass. And as I got up to him, instead of robbing him, I shook his hand. Because I remembered, David Lee Roth can kick ass. I don't want to get my ass kicked. Well, sure, I want to rob him. That's the plan. I'd love to rob him. It's absolutely what I want to do. And if he was weaker, I would have robbed him. If it was Dio, Ronnie James Dio, a little 5 foot nothing, oh, I would have robbed him. Sorry, Dio, holy diver, give me all your fucking money. No, it was David Lee Roth. David Lee Roth is 6 foot something, and he's a black belt in a couple different styles of martial arts, and I was just like, okay, never mind. So, never mind. Be the type of motherfucker that people say, no, never mind. And that's the first step to get a little harder, get in shape. But I think it's more than that. Because I think you have to have an attitude, a killer mentality. So you may need to learn how to train with some weapons. One of the reasons why you may do this is to help build confidence, so you know that you can use weapons. A warrior needs to learn how to use weapons. What makes you a warrior? You're proficient with weapons. You can kill with weapons. You may need to learn how to do a little martial arts or study some various forms of combat for confidence building. So you know if some kind of potential scenario happened that you could have some options. I could run away. I'm in good shape. I can run pretty fast. Or I could stay and fight. And I know a couple ways to fight now. And maybe I have weapons and I know how to use weapons. And you combine that with somebody who's in good shape, lives a clean lifestyle, and is deadly with weapons and combat. This makes you an absolutely hard, almost impossible target, and you're going to see your navigation change. Absolutely. You're going to watch how respectful people come. People open doors for you. No, people aren't going to be treating you like some kind of chump anymore, because you're not. But it goes further than that, because it's not just enough just to be a badass. So you're Rambo. So what? Fuck Rambo. You need to be wise. You need to be smart. Most criminals, I can tell you this from experience, most criminals are stupid. When I was a criminal, when I lived in that lifestyle, when I was that person, oh, I was stupid, uneducated, dumb. My street smarts, that's not wisdom. That's the funniest thing about criminals. And maybe you can navigate the ghetto or prison, but that's not really wisdom. You could be dumb as fuck and be an expert in prison, be an expert in the ghetto, and just be the dumbest fucking bag of rocks in the world. I was. No, be smart. Read. Study. Learn to be wickedly smart. And you'll be able to stay 2-3 steps ahead of these little dumbasses. You'll be stronger, proficient in weapons, and way smarter than any of these idiots. But that's not enough. The final component to this is your self-control, and that's going to come through a spiritual practice. That monk mode. You need to have that side of you. The Shaolin monk is one of the most deadly motherfuckers you can imagine, but he's not the guy that's going to be waiting for you in the alleyway. He's not the guy that's going to be the dangerous guy in town. He's completely under control. 100% under control at all times. The monster within is completely at your for control. You can release it or put it back in like a pit bull that you have like trained. Have you ever met somebody who has a really mean dog that's like really well trained? That's kind of amazing, because that takes some skill. Because the dog is a killer. There's a wild, crazy animal that wants to kill, and this guy has it completely trained. I respect that. Do that with yourself, with that inner monster. Don't get rid of it. Some of you guys made the mistake, I did this for years, of trying to kill the monster. Oh, I went to therapists begging them to help me kill that inner monster. Oh, no, no, no. Don't do that. Tame it. And if you need to let it out, and someone fucks with you, and all of a sudden your eyes go red, and they see that demon in you, people may scatter like water bugs. Oh, shit. But this takes practice. Mind, body, and soul. Food for thought.